tussle and I'm not position and strengthening things. And that's where it's not only me, but now others are finally starting to, college coaches are starting to understand this, athletes are starting to understand this.
You know, it's funny because Mike has done that for years. I mean, like his whole entire life. Mike, and I actually do the same, but after being with him, I learned more. So I think I go, and he said it perfectly where you do the hard lifts and everything else is simple. Right? It's like being like an endurance trainer, but you see he's a big guy and he can still do that heavy weight for a massive amounts of reps, right? So anything else is just minor, minute. And people don't understand that's the foundation where he can be his age and still keep going stronger than me and him and the next little 20-year-old or whatever. So
you understand that though, because
a lot of people don't believe that. A lot of people, they don't have that mindset. They can't, I don't know why they can't comprehend it. It's basically kind of common sense if you just think about it for a second.
So we're not the first guys to say that. If you train like a beast in the gym, the fight's easy. Obviously, you practice really hard, the game's easy. You do everything right, and so that's all we're doing. It's like your push-ups. It's like, not many can do that.
And you know, and it's like,
but your body's so used to it, you're so strong at that point now.
Exactly. But then like they'll say, no, you can't do that many, no, you can't. You said a perfect example was in the military, I was a combative trainer. I still trained MMA, used to fight. So we would have 2 to 3 minutes with each guy, right?
Slaughter line.
Yeah, the slaughter line. So I would stay in the line as the instructor and trainer. So I wouldn't have, 12, 20 guys lined up giving 3 minutes of going all you have, right? By the time I get to the 20 guy, I'm still going strong. And then I would tell them, they're like, I'm gonna get you, chef. But then when they reverse it, and they go to that third guy, that's a wrap for them. They don't have anything left. That fight is over.
It's a great representation to just an intelligent way to train. Because we did that a lot in judo.
True.
A lot in judo. A lot, man.
Yeah, keep it going.
And they did it such an extreme on judo. They do it at tournaments. They would bring a guy in judo, it's 1 against 1. Right? They bring in experts and go, okay, now take your 10 best. It's like a Bruce Lee thing, bring out your best. And you get 10 of the best guys against one guy. And each guy gets a shot at him right in a row where this guy never rests. It's like, can you imagine training like that? You set yourself up to win.
It's awesome. I love it. And I'll do it the rest of my life, of course.
Yeah.
But that's the only way I know how.
We go out with our boots on, man.
All right, so what are we doing next?
All right, so I did a little warm up on the close grip bench. We're gonna do a little tricep push down. Mona's gonna be doing that with Chef. We're gonna do 2 big exercises today, 2 and 2. And what we're gonna do is probably actually 1. So it's an old school Mike Mentzer style. And what we'll do is we're gonna get to those biceps because I wanna see this man hit some biceps today before he gets up there and cooks. So we're gonna get a little warm up here on the tricep push downs and then we'll get on over to biceps for a couple exercises. A little preacher, old school, because they have the one and only preacher that was made for Piedmont Simpson. They're a little, it's just one. Yeah, I know. One bench.
They're so special.
They're so special.
They got good beef.
Snobs. They got the beef and the preacher bar or bench. So we're gonna go to the preachers after this. Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right.
Let's do it.
Jeffrey got the shot. Can you get anything else in that camera? His arms are like that.
Look back.
I mean, I don't even think Chef Rush should train arms, but okay.
It's that Mike O'Hearn style where you just stop right up top and let it just rest and just come down,
I
squeeze,
always talk about something
hold it.
though. I always talk like when I hit Robbie, it's like hitting metal. And the same thing here. This is so dense.
I have
this
to
muscle
come on
here.
this side.
I don't want to
And
cover
see,
it.
were you hitting again?
Well, the muscle's just so dense. That's man muscle there. That's been there. It's worked.
You know what's funny? I was at one of the shows. We made a perfect example. He said a perfect thing. It's one of the bodybuilders, big guy, right? He said, hey, Chef, we came up and I did this to him. And I thought it was going crazy. My hand was there, and it was squishy. Spongy.
All right. Look how Joe's training back there. You see that? He's training his fingers. Joe, you good?
I'm great.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's
All
something
right.
for the gram,
All right.
you know. Take a rest if you need to.
Yeah, yes. Rest between.
And it worked hard.
So I'm wondering, well, that answers the question. I was wondering why she was bringing it forward. So she's getting a little bit more range of motion, a little bit more power. But that's because she's stacking it. Nice. So this goes back to that principle I talked about.
I'm working out with Chef Rush. I can't.
Yeah, you
see
can't
what
take
I'm
the
doing.
weight. Weight's loaded, you stay
I
there.
always try to
I gotta
show me up
step
for no
up.
reason. I mean, why do you do that to me?
It's all fun.
And I love the way that the weight, regardless of how heavy it is, it forces your tries to extend all the way back. A lot of people just try to, and I saw that you pushed it back, so because he stopped, right?
Oh, I was with Phil and
Yeah,
Heath.
Phil and Whitney.
Was it?
Yeah. Phil, Heath, and Whitney Reed.
Okay.
No.
And so yeah, I was.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you're showing him.
And we were just saying this, how the rest of the world is catching on to the philosophy. And what I love is that Heath now is at that stage where he's like, the range of motion is more what we're doing. The way he trains is more what we're doing. It is for longevity. And it's not just for longevity. He's one of the greatest ever to walk on stage, and he's doing it.
Yeah.
And he's still doing it. And so it's cool to see that. I don't know. It just seems like everybody's starting to catch up now to what we said years ago to do. It's like the whole thing about duck eggs. I
And
know
now
it's a joke.
it's a joke,
It's a
right?
joke for everybody. And I said 10 years ago, it's duck eggs. What you want to do. And now they're catching on to where the cholesterol is better and higher, and the protein is better and stuff. And so it takes them a while to catch on.
It's funny because everybody made a little meme of jokes about the duck eggs,
Yep.
and they'll connect it with Mike O'Hearn, and now you got to accredit Mike O'Hearn to the duck egg. Like, well, dang it, he said that 10 years ago. Now look at it. Can I get some duck eggs from you? It was duck eggs. Something else you were talking about that was the same exact thing that people. So even maybe it was this where aesthetically working out.
It's the range of motion and the stretching in the exercise and using it. But yet, duck eggs, when it comes to nutrition, is one of the biggest keys. And then one of the biggest things I always said is that you set your body up, or it's like you right now. You're getting an overload of work.
Yes.
Everybody wants you. Everybody wants you on their TV show. Everybody wants you flying everywhere. And so now you have to set yourself up to where you still get your training in, because skip everything else. That's still
who we
you
are.
need to battle.
Yeah.
You're a born gladiator.
Yeah.
You need the fight. So you still got to make sure that you get that scheduled in there. And it's funny that people go, I only got 45 minutes. Where you're 10 times busier than everybody that's watching this. And you set it up that it's your workout, then everything else. Where they do it's everything else, then it's your workout. Explain that.
And you hit it on the head, because people, like, I've been extreme like you are, and people they can't ascertain how busy that we become because it's not their world, right? Even myself, if you had me 10 years ago, I could not have understood it. I worked hard in the military, and I did it 100 hours a week. What I did in the military compared to my workload now is absolutely nothing. And I'm seriously, and I say that humbly because I was like,
Oh, I know this.
You
stuff.
know?
I see you on a plane you travel more than I do.
and I don't even talk about it. I don't even put every time I get time. I can't even put up the airports anymore.
Well, you can't talk about it because then every post would be, I'm on a plane, I'm on a plane, I'm on a plane.
It would be exactly that. But what you were saying was that I had to actually put inside contracts now where I said to people, hey, I need to eat this amount. I need to work out this time. I don't care how long it is. If I get 30 minutes, then I can rule the world. I don't have a choice, because in our industry, our lifestyle is our business. Not only our lifestyle, but our health and also our bodies, right? People look at you and they know it's Michael Bird, it's Tiger, Mona. They look at you guys as pinnacles and put you on that pedestal because you are steadfast in this industry and you have never wavered. I use you as an example all the time. I also use Mona because I personally see how hard you guys work, right? And when I say, and I know I'm busy and things like that, but when it comes to work ethics and work habits, there's parity none. Like, and I'm not even saying it because I love you, but I'm very critical of situations like that where I admire it to death, right? And I say energy feeds energy. So every time I get to be around you guys, I'm sucking up all this positive energy. And see, I'm getting chill bumps right now just because you came over here. I mean, we just got to put it in. We just got to keep going. And people make up too many excuses, especially about, hey, I'm too tired, or I'm too old, or I used to do that. I hate that I used to stuff and this, and that's not a
The
sustainable.
mentality of I just want to last. I don't understand that. I just want to last. It seems like that's what they're doing, and where you're a freak. I mean, you really are. I mean, you walk around with 24-inch arms. You work. You just constantly. I can't even do a tenth of the push-ups that you do. So, and I know how much of an animal you are, but you continue that energy. You keep. It's like Mona. It's like you guys' energy is at 100 constantly. Where I'm like, okay, I need another nap or something. But it's like, it's an amazing thing, and you never bring up the age. You never bring up your work schedule. You never bring up any of the things. You just freaking do it.
No, and
I
you
love that.
and you don't have to. I don't have to say what I'm doing or show everything that I'm doing because that's irrelevant. As long as I keep doing it behind the scenes.
They're gonna want to hear those because you told us some news that's unreal, and I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
And this is, you guys are gonna see all this that he's doing or about to do, and so I'm excited for you, and I get to go. I know that guy.
No,
So
I
love
say the
that.
same
I love
thing
that.
about you guys. And you know what, I will say I've been blessed and I keep my humility. And you'll know better than I know because, you know, I have to feed off of your energy, but you also have that negative energy out there in the world, right? And we call them trolls, we call them whatever they are. I don't care. And you know, like being in the military, doing what I've done from the combats to the wars to all this, and I sometimes, you know, everybody once in a blue moon looked at comments, or you get people who try to feed off of your success. And I see people trying to feed off of your success all the time in a negative way, just so they can bring up a little drama or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You still keep what you're doing. You know, like me, I'll block, keep going. Block, keep going. Why you block, keep going. I don't even answer anybody anymore. You're not worth my time. You're not worth my energy. Because for one of you, there's 1,000 of you that I have to help. You know, 1,000 of you that I gotta motivate, 1,000 of you that motivates me. You know, so that's how we do it. And so that's why I'm here. I mean, we're
around some great people
oh
today.
my God.
Yeah,
You want to tell you, I mean, look, this gym.
when you guys see the final, when you see this video and understand what we got to do and the hospitality and the stuff, you don't have time for the negativity. So that's why as you get busier and busier, we have to just keep moving forward.
Exactly.
You want to jump on the train with us? Great. We'll take you with us. We'll keep doing this. You want to be negative? We're going to leave you behind and keep
There you
going.
go. There you
and
go.
speaking of keep going, I'm going to get another set here.
Yeah, I just don't want to talk to you.
You know, just kill with success. Literally. No. It's true. It's true. It was nasty. It was nasty. You kidding me? Okay. I think she's sitting up. I think she's making you look a certain way. I think she just said it actually. I don't know. Jeff had to repeat it. I can't repeat what she just said, but I think she's making you look that way. And she's laughing about it. And I might have to agree with her a little bit.
I'm going to have to agree with
Okay.
it too. So I'm fine with that.
Because,
When the baby mama talks. Nice, Mo. So if you guys at home that are trying to figure out the range of motion, at no point does that pressure come off her tricep. And then the key point for her and I and Chef is that it's the range of motion that's more important than anything else. Use as heavy weight as you possibly can. Again, there's no such thing as lightweight. It's the rep range you're doing with the heaviest weight as you can do. Let me again say, There's no such thing as lightweight. Okay, so whoever told you that there's not. It's weightlifting is about putting pressure on the body to enhance it and make it better. So do you use lightweight? Well, sure you do. If you're doing 20 reps of an odd exercise, you don't go light just to go light and go, hey, there's 10 reps. That's great.
Everybody does it. They just say, oh, I'm gonna get this 5 pounds or this 30 pounds, and they'll do their 10 reps, and then they're like, oh, I'm done. Like, do you feel anything? No, I'm good. I'm like, those are the people that I cannot work out with.
Yeah, you know what? Something's funny about what you just said is that I'm sorry. Wow, that was toxic of me. Yeah, do lightweight, do all that stuff. But for the people that I want around me and that I want to talk to or work out with or wanting a Titan crew, I don't want those people. I don't want the people that want to just, hey, I did something and cheer. I want the people that are going, I actually want to get better. And I don't care if you're here's the problem. We meet too many people. So I've met the 75-year-old grandmother, great-grandmother, that still goes and deadlifts, you know? So it's like, that's the lady I want to talk to, you know? I've met the young kids that are setting world records at 18 and 19 years old, lifting out of their garage, doing an 800 deadlift at 181 pounds. These kids and people, humans are incredible beasts if they can use the mindset that you have or Mona has. And those are the people I want to continue to talk to.
You said something on the last note was that it was a guy who begged to train with me. I trained him first day, and I noticed that he was doing, when I turned my head, he was cheating. He was not doing it. So the first time I let it go. The second time, right, they had some other people there, and he was training. I was like, hey, bro, you know, this big guy. I was like, but once the camera came on him, all of a sudden, he was perfect. And I stopped and I said, hey, what's happening? Right on the camera, he was, you know, just for the gram or whatever it was. And I just told him, I say, you got to go. I said, that's a wrap. I'm not wasting my time for you to do this right here. So it's like, this is a lifestyle. We got to do it 24/7.
Would I possibly know who that was?
He probably would.
I think I do, actually, and I'm not going to say nothing.
Oh my God, it's a few though.
Yeah, there's a few now. No, we're not going to.
No, we're not going to.
Surge.
We're not Surge. Let's just say Surge.
What?
Oh my
I didn't say Surge. But no, I do notice that kind of stuff. Let's do a warm-up dumbbell curls before we do preacher, or do you want to go right into preacher? What do you want
Let's
to
do a warm-up.
Let's do a warm-up.
Yeah, let's do that.